Hey everyone, and welcome to my Rubik's Cube tutorials. In this tutorial, we will be learning some important facts and ideas to help us understand how people even solve a Rubik's Cube in the first place. I'll be calling these ideas cube theory. First up, the most common technique or method used for solving the Rubik's Cube is called the cfop method, which stands for cross, first two layers, orient last layer, and then permute last layer. All this really means is that when we solve the Rubik's Cube, a common misconception is that we solve it one side at a time, but it's actually more like layer by layer. Here I have some Rubik's Cubes that show how each step of cfop would look once it's completed. The first step out of cfop is the cross, and it looks like this. As you can see, there's a plus sign or a cross here on the white side. The next step is F, which stands for the first two layers being solved. The third step is O, which means orienting the last layer so that the entire top side is yellow, like this. And the final step is permuting the last layer. In this step, we fix up the last layer until the entire cube is solved. Next up is the important idea that the Rubik's Cube is something made out of a bunch of pieces, not a bunch of stickers and colors. If you take apart the Rubik's Cube, you will get to see all these pieces in their true form. Here they are. Now, there are three different types of pieces, and they depend on how many colors each piece has. For example, here's an edge piece, and an edge piece has two different colors. This edge piece has the colors white and blue. Another type of piece is the corner piece, which has three different colors. This one is white, orange, and green. Finally, the third type of piece is the center piece. The center piece is only one color. As you can see, center pieces are special. This is because they never move. They're directly attached to the core of the Rubik's Cube through these axles. Now sure, you can spin and turn these center pieces in different directions, but one key takeaway is that these centerpieces will always stay in place with respect to other centerpieces. What this means is that the blue centerpiece will always be opposite to the green centerpiece, and the red centerpiece will always be opposite to the orange. And of course, white is always opposite to yellow. Another key takeaway is that since the centers do not move, they are pieces that are already solved. We use these centerpieces to tell what color the side is. For example, even though this side has all these different colored pieces on it, since the centerpiece is orange, this side is orange. As for other Rubik's Cubes, you will have similar pieces like these. For example, here's the 2x2 and the 6x6. The 2x2 is completely built out of corner pieces. There are no centers or edges, while the 6x6 has lots of edges and centers, but only 8 corners. Another important piece of cube theory knowledge is the idea that when you're trying to solve the Rubik's Cube, don't focus on matching colors or filling in sides. Instead, we're trying to move all of these little pieces until they're all in their solved state. Sometimes I like to call this solved state the piece's home. The home is a location on the cube where the piece will be when the Rubik's Cube is solved. Since this Rubik's Cube is already solved, all the pieces are already in their home. For this cube, however, I can see that these 4 pieces are in their home, but the rest are all scrambled up. Alright, that's it for this video on cube theory. In the next video, we will be talking about the notation for Rubik's Cubes, so be sure to check that out. If you found this video interesting or learned something, click that like button and leave a comment. If you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button. Goodbye for now.